Now we're on the interior of the GT3 2024. Notice we made this gauge yellow. People asked why. Well, when you turn on the car, the needle for the RPM gauge, needle for the mile per hour gauge, and these little guys down, it's all yellow, isn't it? And then when you come over here, that's yellow. And when you come over here, that's yellow. So that's why I thought that'd be nice to make that yellow. I didn't order the so-called chrono timer, which is a useless piece of junk that nobody ever uses. If you're really going to use it to go on a track, you're going to do a Draghi or maybe the Garmin unit or other high technology available units for doing track timing and videoing and all that kind of stuff. And this one doesn't, unlike the Corvette, the one from Porsche does not even provide a video. It's kind of a useless thing. And I think it looks better like that without that dumb thing that's a clock. It's not really a clock going tick, 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 tick all the way around all the time, making me crazy. So I saved $500 on that. I did not get a leather here, even though my other cars have leather, because I'm going to have a guy make for me a race tax or Alcantara dash cover. And I'm going to make this all Alcantara, just like they do on the GT4 RS, I believe. It's all Alcantara. This part is Alcantara in here. This is Alcantara on this piece here. This is all Alcantara, as this is, and so is the steering wheel. And so why didn't they do the dash, right? Because they want you to pay $1 million for the leather, which I don't think even makes sense in this car, because this car is not a luxury car. It's a race car, performance driving car. So I think this fits the ethos of the car better. This is all Alcantara too up here, and also these right here are Alcantara. So they did a good job. This is Alcantara here, and here, and here on the handles, but this area is not. But it's going to be pretty easy. I found you can buy the Alcantara directly out of New York and have a guy sew it up, and actually just a plate. I'll show you when I'm done with that. You can put it on, I believe, with some double sticky tape all along the surface of here, and it'll look fantastic. It'll look better here in the car. So that's the plan anyway. Oh, we got a fire extinguisher, and there's my little GT3 official Porsche pillow. What I was going to tell you. Here you go. Put the car in reverse, and guess what? There's no surround view for this car, because why would you need that on a $250,000 car? Because I guess you never go backwards or never park the car anywhere that might dent the car, which is unfortunate. I think that'd be nice to have, even if it adds 5 pounds. Also, as you can see on the rearview mirrors, there is no lane change alert. They don't get that either. You can't even order it. That's kind of silly, because that's nice to have. Even on a racetrack, it might be nice to have. So I think that would have been a good thing. You can get heated, these are heated seats, but no cooled seats, not available. What can I tell you? Oh, of course there you can put this over in the drive, and then you can pull it over, and now you can drive the car. You can push it over and then manually change gears here. That's why it has a plus. And then here you can see on the knob, but also you can use your paddles. There is one thing which people should know, which all the reviewers fail to say, is that there is a track layout for the instruments. And when you do that, you can see it puts, oh God, there's glare here. You can see what it does is give you your tire pressure at the top, your engine temperature, PSI, your 309.7 miles to go. Actually 309 miles has been driven. What am I saying? And it gives you, of course, the RPM gauge and so forth. Also gives you the 185 degrees over here, Fahrenheit, temperature, 30 PSI, oil pressure, 359 miles, 360 miles till out of gas, 73 degrees outside, and I'm in normal mode. Then of course if I turn the little knob, then that changes to sport, and then if I change it again, changes to track and gets a little louder. And that's a nice, so this idea that you cannot see all the instruments is not really true. If you put it in the proper mode, in the track mode they call it, I guess. Right here, let me do it again. There it is. So it gives you all the information you kind of need between the spokes of the steering wheel. And most of the reviewers aren't aware of this because they don't read the manual. They don't know anything about the car. This here is the engine noise. Makes it deeper. This tightens up the suspension. This is emergency, and it's ESC off and ESC traction control off. Luckily, it still has the temperature controls, which is nice, and a glove compartment even. What else? I don't know. Oh, it's even so. I guess I think race car drivers need to look at their makeup, so they put the mirrors on it, which is nice of them. It does say GT3 here, and you do get the stitching here, and stitching there, and stitching here, and stitching in here. And so that's kind of nice. This has the Bose stereo, which sounds really nice, better than the standard radio by a long ways. And no rear seats. And that's it. That's the insides of the 2024 GT3. Interestingly, on the configurator, when I printed out the material, or you look at the details, it says this is a 510 horsepower car. Some of the other information out says it's a 504 or 505 horsepower car. So I'm wondering whether for 2024, this is a 2024 car, whether they have increased the horsepower just a teeny bit for whatever combination of reasons. There must be some changes between 2024 to 2023 to 2022. That's it. You can hear the engine here. One thing it does is it shifts very quickly. So as you're coming along, I mean, you can't drive this down the road at 60 miles an hour at 2,000 RPM. It won't happen. It'll shift all the way up to 6th gear, and it'll sit there at 3,200 miles an hour, 3,200 RPM or so, while you're on the freeway going about 75 or 80. So unlike my other Porsches, you can keep downshifting, upshifting, and bring the RPMs down and save a little gas. The sucker is going to drink a lot of gas because it always maintains the RPMs up. It's actually easier and better to drive it with the paddles because you can control the RPM levels a lot better than doing it through the PDK on an automatic level. That's my opinion anyway. But it is different than the standard car in terms of how fast it upshifts really quickly on the automatic setting. That's it. Thanks so much. Bye.